sure it's 100% that's the one I want. The fish in question. So I just told the wife how much it's going to cost me. She's not exactly happy with me by the looks of things. So she's being bagged up. So yeah, absolutely well made up for this fish. So the fish is actually sat in the pond at the moment. But just for a bit of fun, just work out how much do you think I paid for the fish. So there she is, at home. Hello everybody, welcome back. James the Koi Whisperer. So today coming up in this video, I'm super buzzing. Can't wait for this video to start. Basically, I'm on the way up to my koi dealers. There's a fish in question that I might be bringing home. I know I'm going to be building a new pond, but there's a fish up there. It's coming to the end of koi season. It's a fish that I've been after pretty much all the way through the summer. And well, today's the day I'm going up to get it. The price is right for me now. The wife ain't happy about the situation. She ain't happy one bit. But that being said, this is a hobby that I enjoy, and it keeps me more than entertained, keeps me busy. And deep down, she really realizes that it's never a problem. I don't spend too much money on this hobby, but today I've spent the most I've ever spent on a fish. So I'm not going to tell you how much I spent on this koi, but if you can just write it down in the comment section, let me know a rough price of what you think I paid and what I did pay or didn't pay, or what I'm going to pay or what I'm not going to pay. Well, stick around for this video, because this one here will be well worth your time. Happy days. Right then, so I'm up at koi dealers. I bought myself some rubber boots to finish off the pipe, but there's a couple of fish in here that I'm really serious thinking about getting my hands on. There's one in here that I'm really looking at. Absolutely stunning fish. Don't know if any of you guys will be able to pick it out. I won't give too much away, but one of them situations, it comes down to price and how much we can do with. This one here is coming with me one day for sure. Well, I'll wait till I get my new pond for that one. Absolute stunner. I'm definitely gonna have this one. My favourite fish in there, but at the moment I can't afford it. Crazy money. But look at the size of it, man. Absolutely humongous. Quality on these fish, incredible. Really stunning. So the fish in question, just beast. So I just told the wife how much it's going to cost me. She's not exactly happy with me by the looks of things, but well, I think we'd best get it bowled up and have a little better look, and then get the wife just to drive to the bank quickly to get a bit more cash, because I shouldn't have said that part, but yeah, we'll get it bowled up I think and have a look at it. Long pond, isn't it? Well, we're just about to bowl up my fish. Have a better look, just to make sure it's 100% that it's the one I want. So how old roughly is this one, Chris?
3-year-old.
3-year-old. Absolute stunner. Do look really, really good. Alright, I'm going to put the phone down and have a better look myself. So, she's being bagged up. She's coming home, as they say. Lovely jubbly. Happy days. Right, I'll see you when I get back home. Right then, so we're back home and the wife is gonna have my pants down. But well, I plan to go up there to have a look at a couple of fish, and you know what it's like. Gotta treat myself. And well, absolute stunner. Can't wait to get this one out in the pond. Just going to leave it acclimating there for another 15 minutes. It's literally just gone in the pond, so water temperatures are pretty much the same. pH value are pretty much exactly the same. KH, literally, my koi dealer only lives 5 minutes away from me, so we're pretty much with water quality is exactly the same. But yeah, apart from that, it's just temperature is just, you know, I'm just making sure the temperature's bang on, because his was 2 degrees hotter than mine at the moment, which ain't much of a problem, but the bag's just condensated a little bit, so I'm just taking my time and just making sure the fish is happy, keeping on board, keeping near, and seeing what goes on. So the fish is actually sat in the pond at the moment. So it's a SANKE, the breeder Momotaro, and well, it's an absolute quality fish. But I'm literally just going to release her in a minute and tell you a little bit more about her. So there she is, at home. Absolutely cracking fish. Well made up with that one. So without further ado, I'm going to get her into my pond as soon as possible. I'll put her in. She's been floating up there for a minute. She's literally going to be stop playing me up now, I expect. Don't want none of this water going into my pond. Check it's all clean. And there she goes. Absolute stunner. So yeah, absolutely well made up for this fish. It is a fish that I'm going to be asking you guys for a name for this fish later down the line. Anyone's got a decent name for that fish, chuck it in the comment section. But yeah, basically she's a fish that I've been after for a long time. you know, when you go up to your koi dealers and you know, we've all got our own place where we go to, or everyone's got that fish where you go to and you think, oh, that fish is still there, but I still can't afford it. Well, we're all in the same boat, and I've been working super hard lately, putting in as much content as possible and trying basically so I can afford to buy my new pond. Well, my new pond's definitely going to happen, and having this new fish, I know it's took a bit of a chunk out of my new pond, but well, I'm definitely going to get a new pond, and I'm definitely going to get my dream pond, so do not worry about that side of things. I'll just keep working hard and I'll keep saving, because I'm definitely going to make that happen. But yeah, like I was saying, it's a dream fish for me, to be fair. I mean, a lot of people think differently. It all depends on preference on koi, to be fair, but it's just a fish that I really like, and it's something that I wanted in the pond. At the pond at the moment, I am thinking about, well, I was thinking about it before I've even got the fish. There's a couple fish in there that I wouldn't mind moving on. You know, not that there's anything wrong with them or there's any problem with them being in there. It's just sometimes in this hobby, sometimes after seeing the same fish for, you know, every single day of the week, sometimes it's nice to let someone else who's just starting out the hobby, which they haven't quite got as much money to stock their pond, or they need extra stock to build up their pond. I am thinking I've got a couple fish in there. One of them silver fox, and the other one diamond, which diamond is an absolute quality kajaku. I mean, it's an absolute stunner, but I'm just really thinking about freeing up a little bit of free space in the pond, just to allow a bit more room for the bigger girls that I've got, because that's eventually what I want, is just to have the big girls. And obviously in the new pond, that's what I want to happen, just have the big girls in there. You know, it's a dream of mine that it's what I want to happen, and well, one day I'll make that dream come true. But yeah, on that note, a little bit of information about the actual koi itself. Still a bit unsure. I'm still a little bit unsure if it's a male or female. My koi dealer edges towards the male side. He has had her for the whole season up there this season, or him should I say. He never saw it spawn, so basically we're edging towards the male side of things, but not 100% on that. So the fish in question is in length just shy of 70 centimeters, so it's a decent sized fish. Yeah, outstanding breeder as well. I can't even say it, I'm rubbish at saying words, but an outstanding breeder. I mean, they breed Momotaro, I think it's called, Momotaro. They breed the best sankes. They're known to breed the best sankes, from what I'm told and what I believe, what I've seen and read about. That you know, they are the #1 supplier to go to if you're after a decent sankey. Well, the fish in question was in the mud pond for the first 2 years of its life. My koi dealer went to Japan, picked the selected few fish. He brought them back to the UK. He kept them in his pond. This one's been in his pond the whole season. And as soon as he brought it back, well, I fell in love with the fish. There's a couple of other fish up there that I fall in love with, but you can't have them all, can you? Do you know what I mean? You've got to pick the one that you really like. But there's me babbling on well, I'm babbling on because I'm super happy, and I just wanted to thank everyone out there who watches the videos, helps support the channel, and, you know, helps things like that, because there's no way I'd been able to buy that fish without the help of you guys watching my videos. Because the YouTube ads, I'm as honest as they come. The YouTube ads, they don't pay a lot of money, but the amount of effort that I put into these videos and the amount of videos that I keep trying to push out, you know, as much as possible, 50% of that fish actually come from the YouTube ads. So I'd like just to say a massive thank you to everyone out there who's been watching the videos, because I know I put out a lot of content, but you wouldn't believe the amount of hours that I sit in front of the computer just editing these movies. and try my best to put out as much content as possible and film as much as I can, and obviously help as many people as possible. So I'd just like to thank everyone once again, and well, keep subscribed to the channel for me. Got a little deal with the missus, so I need to hit 10,000 subscribers before I can start building a new pond. You can see the bag up there. I don't know why I didn't take that down. I'm drying it out because I saved the bags just in case I ever need them, because they're really handy and they're hard to get hold of unless you get a fish from one. But yeah, so the new fence, that one there's all in. The start of the new pond. I've thinned out a lot of stuff in the garden. I've got to move that pot tomorrow. There's some other jobs coming up. The filter box in question, that was the reason why I told the wife I was going up to the koi dealers today, was to get those rubber boots. That's why she was a bit unhappy when I spent the money I did on that fish. Well, I will tell you how much I spent on the fish, and I'll show you the receipt that I've got for it. But just for a bit of fun, just work out how much do you think I paid for the fish. I'll tell you, just so you all know roughly, I paid under £1,000 for it. I'm not going to give you no more clues than that. So you can put your 2p piece in and tell me how much you think that it was worth, or how much you think that I paid for it, should I say, because a fish is only worth so much money to the person that wants to go and buy it. That's as simple as it is with this koi hobby. I will say it's the most expensive koi that I've ever bought. And well, on that note, I'm going to end the video here because I'm babbling like a Jack Russell on heat. Happy ponding, and I'll catch you on the next one. Right then, so it's exactly the same day I got the koi in question. Basically, I thought I'd just wait till the evening, let her settle in before I started, you know, talking out here too much, going a bit nuts. And I just thought I would chuck a little bit of food in. And as you can see, she has settled in an absolute dream. She has been feeding on the old SANKE Iraqi. I never say that right, but you get what it is. Obviously, I'm feeding NT Labs. He did say she might not come up for it, or he might not come up for it straight away, but definitely seems interested of coming up. He has had a couple pellets. I have just done a water test. My ammonia reading is coming in just a fraction, just a slight tinge to the actual yellowness side of the Pond Lab 200. Nothing major, but it wasn't what it was like this morning when well, before I picked the koi up. So maybe that's because of obviously, well, it's not maybe, it's because of adding a new koi to the pond. I've been chucking in a bit of food today, to be fair. Been out watching her. Keep calling it her. I think I'm just going to call it an her because I can't keep saying him, or because I don't know what it is. So as far as we're concerned at the moment, it is called a her, because her haven't got a name, so a name would be very much appreciated. But yeah, it's absolute stunning fish, well made up with it. Proper cool, super happy. It's got a slight little imperfection on the other side of its eye. I did have a proper look at that just to see if it was anything of any issue to the fish whatsoever, and all it is a slight deformity on the inside of her eyelid, but her eye itself is absolutely perfect. I liked the reason why I picked this fish. To be honest, I just like the way the pattern looked down this side, because I look at my fish from a bird's eye point of view. I didn't buy the koi to look at it side on. I bought it to look at it downwards, and from looking down at it, some of the other reasons why I picked this fish, purely the fact of its body shape, the way it's shaped, symmetrical from its head running back through. I just like that. I like the look of it. And yeah, just proportion of the actual fish itself. I just liked it in the potential of this fish is only 3 years old. I reckon I can do a lot. I reckon I can do a lot to this koi if I do decide to thin out any fish. And to be honest, when the new pond comes, it's just the start of the next step of quality koi that I go down the road to start keeping. Like I said, I've started koi ponds from that absolute basics. And I was just planning on this channel. I did have a comment recently, someone saying why can you make a video of the reasons why you're changing your pond, because most people would think, most people haven't got the big bucks, nor have I, to do the proper pond, because it does cost a lot of money. But yeah, I'm just planning really to do a video just to explain the reasons from going from the stage that I'm at now to the next stage of koi keeping, and just seeing if I can do it still on a budget down to a point, and still show you how to maybe get away with doing something else. And the main reason why I want to do it is because I want a little bit more room for the koi. I want to get the pumps out of the pond, just for injuries, for me learning over the years, just for injuries. Having those pumps in the pond is always gonna cause problems at some point. I'm never saying like you need to get them out, because this system works. The actual, as a system, as a pond, it works absolutely perfectly. But it's got its pros and cons, like any pond. But I'm going to do a video on all of that later down the line. What we were talking about today, to be completely honest, was just the fish. Just to show you a little bit closer up what's going on and everything else. But yeah, there's 5 minutes of it going on. There'll be plenty more footage of this koi. Like I said, anyone got a name, give us a name in the comment section. It is a channel which, all of the fish are named, so this one definitely needs a name. And yeah, I'm buzzing. Proper clean, stunning colours. I'm buzzing about the situation, to be fair. Happy days.